Recently, if you hadn't noticed, YouTube removed my, quote, Micaiah the next BLM and left lie, end quote, video due to whining by people with nothing more to argue than emotions, no facts, but plenty of propaganda and narrative brainwash sheep mentality. I created a few more accounts and used one that was just sitting around and uploaded it to those accounts. The links will be in the video description. I was bullying, and somewhere in the information I received, I vaguely remembered something about a protected class. I believe that's what I read. If by bullying you mean citing or calling a lying woman a liar, pushing a false narrative for burn, loot, and murder, BLM, then yeah, okay, I was bullying. My time on YouTube is winding down, just for the record. Anyway, I uploaded it to BitChute, I uploaded it to Odyssey, I uploaded it to Rumble, I put a link to it on Gab, and possibly a few other places. I don't remember right now. Seriously, do you idiots on the left really think people are going to stop posting what they believe are facts or contradicting your narrative? Do you think I'm going to stop posting what I believe? I mean, hell, I don't even think I had half the accounts that I have now ever since this last video was removed. Now it makes sense. Now I understand why the left is so adamant that everybody wear a mask like a fucking sheep. It's because they hope that it muffles the fucking screams of the actual facts that they don't want to hear about because they're fucking idiots. Anyway, if you notice, some of my videos have much harsher tone and even more comments that you could consider harsh or bullying regarding police, yet strangely, those videos are not being removed from YouTube. Now, I'm not saying this is due to an agenda or narrative, but I'm not saying it's not either. Don't get me wrong, I'm very critical of douchebag, ignorant, tyrannical, oath-breaking, rights-violating, oxygen-wasting police. I always will be.
Let me know when you remember what that uniform stands for.
However, I'm also very critical of people telling me that it's okay to be critical when they like the position I take, but not so much if I call out the lies on the side that they are biased for. Personally, I believe the problem is that YouTube, like many others, make broad rules, then attempt to enforce them, which leads to no true set of standards. Then they don't even cite a specific portion of a video that they found in violation, so you can never actually fix the alleged violation. This is exactly how you enforce an arbitrary dictatorship. You tell people, don't say something that might be considered bullying. Then when someone says a whole paragraph, you claim that something within was bullying. You penalize them for it. Then you never tell them what part was bullying because you really just enforced a subjective and arbitrary position based upon your own personal beliefs, not a rule. If you ask them what specifically needed to be changed, YouTube, like any other dictator, doesn't respond because they know their allegation is broad, subjective, and arbitrary. You could say you hate gummy bears, and whomever is reviewing your video may in fact love gummy bears. Find that bullying to them, then never even tell you those were the words that they used to convict you in YouTube court. So my question is, was it this part that was bullying, calling a liar, an obvious liar, a liar?
She didn't have no knife or nothing in her hand.
Tell the truth.
Lie one. Oh, and the guy's saying tell the truth? Hey, that's an interesting suggestion here. But unfortunately, brain-dead, blind, narrative-driven sheep don't know anything other than propaganda and narratives. Certainly not the truth. Moving on.
They came up to this 15-year-old girl, shot her 4 times.
Shot her 4 times. That's the only honest thing this lady says during the whole thing, I believe. Moving on.
Okay? Yeah, she had a knife in her hand.
And here's where she takes back or retracts lie 1. Huh. Another person caught lying to further an agenda and narrative. Hey, do you think she votes left? Don't worry about it. I'll give her credit, though. She at least corrected herself better than the mainstream media does, and she did it a hell of a lot faster. Congratulations. She's better than CNN.
The knife was on the ground.
Lie 2.
It was way before they shot her.
Lie 3. Strike 3. You're out of there. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. She has another one.
No weapon in her hand.
I'm not strong at math, but I believe that's lie 4. Or was it bullying calling out the child kicker for then screaming she was just a kid?
Get out! She's
She's a fucking kid, man. Damn, are you stupid? A fucking kid?
Well, I guess this video will be bullying a protected class as well because I'm calling that lady a liar and this guy a fucking hypocrite and all of them a bunch of fucking idiots. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it was my attempted role-playing at being a police officer. But hey, I like to role-play. Let me try the left's approach and being a cop for a minute. It might be fun. You got any ID on you? That didn't work. Next. Bang! Distracting shot. Nope. Oh well, I guess the girl in pink is dead, but hey, at least the feelings of the left were spared. The facts of reality. And at least the cop didn't shoot anyone, right? Fucking brain-dead sheep. Or maybe it was just my opinion about the current screams of accountability regarding this specific instance. So please spare me the quote-unquote accountability screams, because from what I've seen, the lack of accountability is as bad, if not worse, in many of these scenarios, specifically this one definitely, from the side that's not wearing a badge. Well, there you go, cops. You got one from me. I support the actions of this officer in defense of other, to save another from obvious, imminent, serious bodily injury and or death. Don't let it go to your heads, though, because unfortunately, too many times these days, it's you, badge wearer, who are in the wrong. Hell, maybe it was my position on Black Lives Matter. Who knows? But you know what? Here's some more position. Black Lives Matter doesn't care about black lives unless it brings them money. Al Sharpton and the rest of the race baiters don't care about you if you're black unless it buys them another home or car. Black Lives Matter uses you like puppets. They play on your emotions and blind you to facts and statistics to push narratives and fuel propaganda, as well as the racial divide in this country. They take your money to funnel to the Democratic Party, who also uses you for your votes and keeps you enslaved on the plantation of mental slavery. The Democratic Party treats black people like they're all ignorant and children. The Democratic Party, the party of slavery, Jim Crow laws, and your president, Dementia Joe, the president of the 1994 crime bill that put so many of you in prison for extended periods of time, as well as your vice president, Kamala, who used that same crime bill to prosecute you, black people, all use you for money, fame, and power. There are well-intentioned people in most groups, but they are being used. They're being played. Anyway, the links to my other channels are on my main page, and if you don't hear from me for a while on YouTube, it might be because of this video too.
She's a fucking kid, man.